Alright, hello, welcome to the wonderful world of Waikato Sheds. This video will be coming to you while you're in your summer holiday, so I hope it's going well so far and it's nice and relaxing. We're back at Seddon Park with our good mate KJ. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good.
KJ. Good to see you, mate.
And obviously Glenn as well. How's things, Glenn?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
So
good.
Glenn, did you watch the game?
I watched bits of it where I could, obviously, but yeah, certainly saw the end, which was momentous, especially with Tim Southey's send-off, of course, and what a fantastic result. It was awesome. And KJ, we're here with KJ. We'd like to sort of get some insights into how the pitch is, what's following. We were here when we saw the preparations, so now this is the aftermath, I guess. So we're really interested to see what happens from here. KJ.
Thanks, Glenn. Got to say, very impressed, mate, wearing the beige. Look at you.
Cheers, mate. I was overwhelmed. I was rifling through the wardrobe today, and I don't know, I spotted it, and there was an overwhelming force. I couldn't really argue with it, so here we go.
Fantastic. It was nice to have you boys back. Just sort of reflecting back, I guess, on the test match. It's a pretty amazing or pretty special event for the city and for our venue and for us, and everything went extremely well. We did have weather on day 3, so there's a fair bit of pressure on the team to ensure that it doesn't get wet and covers and all those sort of things, and we were able to get 78 overs on that day, which is probably a way more than what I guess the forecast was looking like. There was a chance that we could have lost all of day 3. So yeah, the match finished on day 4, which meant they had a little bonus day off on day 5, which is quite nice. Actually got out to Waikato Sheds and did a little irrigation job for you guys. Hey, have a day off and you go and do turf stuff. So
yeah, we did. Saw you.
A lot of talk about the pitch, and what's been very interesting was that, like you guys, people were really interested in what we do and how we do it, and so that's been really cool. At lunchtimes, we had thousands of people out here. We roped the block off, and people come out and look, and they watch us sweeping dust off the lines and painting. Like it's not watching a Formula 1 race, but but pretty cool though. The pitch itself wore very well. You'll see the footmarks here. This is pretty decent. We do use a sledgehammer during the match. The umpires will give us instructions to do it. Just take any edges off, because what we don't want is a bowler coming in, hitting the crease hard and going over their ankle. Yep. So we do smooth those out. But to be honest, this wear is very, very minimal. Yeah. For 4 days of international cricket on it. Amazing. Down the wicket as well, you'll see bowlers' footmarks come through again. Oh yeah. Again, very, very minimal amount of damage. The pitch did crack. Lots of little cracks up it, and I don't know if you did see, but at lunchtime the coaches were coming out and really interested in what was looking around the strategy of what roller they were using come into play. They were picking my brains around what to do. So it's just all the part of the strategy, or the game of chess that goes on in the game of cricket.
So when you say the coaches came out, how much say do they have in what type of rollers being used?
Well, they'll talk to their captain. So what happens at the change of an innings and at the start of every day, bar day 1, the pitch is rolled for up to 7 minutes, and they have a choice. So the batting team has a choice, or the batting captain has a choice. Light roller, heavy roller.
Oh, really?
So there's all that sort of stuff come into it, and what starts to happen is the team that's, I guess, perhaps on top will try and make the pitch deteriorate, those sort of things. So there's quite a bit of strategy, and that's where we work very closely with the captains and coaches of teams.
Yeah, interesting.
So what from here now, post test, is it just as busy getting it prepared for the next round and the next events coming up? Or
it doesn't stop,
never
Glenn.
Stops?
To be fair, the night that had finished, the turf team, we have a little tradition. We actually come out and we actually sat on the middle of the pitch, and we actually did have a beer and nice. Kind of celebrated what we've been through as well, because it is a massive build up and lots of pressure and all that sort of things. So we were able to hang out with the English and the Black Caps at a game of soccer and bits and pieces. Brilliant. And just hung up them for Tim's
farewell.
Yeah, pretty special. This pitch has had a decent drink. Lots of water have gone on it in the last couple of nights, and we actually have tomorrow night, so being Friday, we have the Northern Brave men's and women's teams training on this pitch. So for their Super Smash campaign. So we need to do some footmark repairs to make this safe for them. We'll give this a bit of a roll. We'll fill in where the microphone was for stump cam stuff. All those little things we'll tidy up. We're already into match day minus whatever it is at the moment. We have a game here on another pitch on Boxing Day.
Yes.
It takes us 10 days to prepare that, so we're so far in advance of ourselves. So yeah, so we've already started pitch preparation of another pitch. So it doesn't stop. The test match is over, and we go from event to event to event. So yeah.
You said last video that you're not gonna. So you got this training tomorrow night, and then you'll no doubt move to another pitch. With these holes here, do you actually put topsoil in there and like try and regrow some grass?
We will smooth out this area with clay. But to be fair, there'll be no grass will grow in them. I mean, this pitch here now has had a bit of a hammering, so this pitch won't be used again for the summer. So that's why we have so many pitches out here. There's 10. That's why we're in different stages. What we tend to do, we do get a little bit of recovery on some of the old pitches, but at the end of the summer, we will spray all of the grass off this wicket block and do a full renovation of the wicket block. So we scarify, top dress, seed, fertilise. So everything you see will be gone, and we'll restart again for next summer.
Yeah, right. And I guess going back to day one, when I was watching day one, I noticed that there was sort of grass down the sides a little bit, but it was quite dry through the middle. Is that just that rolling that we talked about? Just rolling it?
Yeah, when the roller goes across the pitch, because you can, you'll get more rolling through the middle just with the size of the drum. So the very edge of it doesn't get as much as what the middle would. So hence the grass doesn't get knocked around. When we come to play one-day cricket, we will actually we'll fast roll it in the heat and change or bruise that grass so it will look like. So we're now going into our white ball series with obviously Super Smash, and we do have the Black Caps playing Sri Lanka here on the 8th of January. So we'll be into one day mode.
And day 3, heaps of rain. Did the Super Sopper get a run?
No, it didn't.
It didn't?
No, well the outfield was draining very well that we didn't need to. We just pretty much covered, and the umpires were great. As soon as it stopped, I would then talk to them around how long it was going to take for me to get the ground back up into shape. We talked about I needed an hour, just over an hour, and the players needed some time to warm up, so we then started at 1:30. We have a couple of blowers that we just went around the outfield and dried off, but the outfield was in such great condition. The Super Sopper didn't get a run.
That's impressive, because there was a lot of rain on Monday morning, and I thought, well, that just goes to show that machine that we saw last time, punching the holes into the ground, obviously does an amazing job at dispersing that water.
What was really interesting too is that once they did start play on the Monday, or that day 3, the outfield speed didn't slow down, so we double cut again every day. So it just showed that again the drainage here at Seddon Park was pretty special and did its job.
Yeah, cool.
Highlight from the test perspective, from the actual performance highlight for you? Apart from Southie, the old, what was it, the sexy camel leaving?
The sexy camel, yeah.
It was a highlight seeing the camel here actually at the park.
Oh look, there was many highlights. I probably come away with a sense that a lot more people have had a fantastic experience at Seddon Park. There just seemed to be a lot of talk around how good the place looked, how the experience that they had here. So that was probably something that really stood out for me. I mean, I've always known it's a special place. I love this place, but just the feedback, and and the English tourists loved it. So perhaps that was part of it.
I was going to say, they bring a pretty good vibe, don't they?
Oh, amazing.
They bring a party, and the whole atmosphere is changed up, isn't it?
And great for our city. Interesting. Yesterday, so the day after an international game, my wife Rachel and our 2 boys, Zach and Toby, we have a tradition we go out for dinner, because I haven't been around much, so it's just quite nice that we can sort of reconnect and catch up. And walking down the street and run into Joe Root. Which was cool, and he stopped and he thanked me for allowing their team to play a game of soccer on the outfield, and we celebrated drink, and he said it was so cool that you allowed us to do that. I was like, I mean, we were there with them. It was like you know, like it was just Joe Roots thanked me.
Yeah,
You know, like
That's
you know,
pretty
when you think
special.
about it. And it was interesting. Introduced them to my boys and to Rach and my young fella Toby.
Oh, I love that.
Shook his hand, and then afterwards when we left, he goes, "Oh, who was that?" And I said, "It was Joe Root." And his eyes just opened up. He was like, you know, because they are just such normal people
Down to earth,
that are just high-profile jobs, and
Yeah.
really cool. Joe's a really lovely guy.
Yeah, fantastic. For me, O'Rourke, pretty special bowler. I thought he stood up, young fella, but man, he bowls with venom, but also really educated bowler. He's sort of a lot of variation. Boy, he bounces that in.
How would you go,
He was
Glenn,
wicked.
facing? He had 3
I don't think I'd
deliveries,
face him. I just wouldn't go out there.
150 kilometres he was clocked at.
I know. I think I'd be sick. I'd still be in the changing rooms, mate. There'd be something wrong with me. Can't face that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, cool. Oh, well, I think we're done. KJ, awesome, man. Thanks so much for giving us another look at the place. It's been really cool to get some insights, so appreciate it, mate.
Well, thanks to you and Glenn and the staff of Waikato Sheds. It's, just the interest that you've shown in this place is really cool, and you know, I love the fact that you're sort of promoting Waikato, and obviously you've got a business to run, but just the fact that you wanted to come and be part of it, and the production that's been done from that last video was sensational.
Yeah,
and I
good
just
on you,
think-
Wayne, behind the camera.
Yeah, well done, mate. Yeah, shout out to you, mate. But just honestly, this is pretty cool. You're showing off something that the city has, and I think that's pretty special. So thank you, lads. We appreciate it.
Our pleasure, mate. Our pleasure. So, yeah, as I said earlier, have a great holiday. We'll see you in 2025.